Hello and welcome to another episode where we test pro builds. This time, as you can see, it's Hex Blast Mines, obviously on the shadow. This is the build POB. Found it the same way I found any others, by Google. Put it in, click on thing, find it. Obviously put it in POB. Or exist, not surprised. That one's all good. Now, like always, we'll run through it and we will do our darnest to get as far as possible without coming into trouble. As soon as we start having to slow down, and it then becomes a chore to actually do, that's when we're going to call it and give it a evaluation. Seems to be a little delayed. And a minute, obviously. Now we gotta start all over again. Whoa, one thing I will say about the build guide. Whoa, is there's no real equipment that it recommends for early on. Okay, our first test against a unique. Okay, come on, come on. It is not terrible. Okay, we're just outside Brutus's. This is a setup, nothing special. Excuse me. Full disclosure, I have died, but it was my fault. I went, 3-link, yay, put it on, connected all, and didn't think Cobra Lash requires a dagger or a claw to work. So, it didn't work. I came up against a rare. This is quite powerful, but the rare I was going up against had anti-resist to pretty much everything cold. And yeah, eventually got shot by its frost blasty thing. So yeah, my fault, not the actual build's fault. Now let's see. Whoa. What are you doing? Reading. Come on. Stop moving so... Oh, go away. That hurt.
I've got an itch I can't scratch. I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me. An open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round. Welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly. Thoughts jumbled around, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait. All these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in
It
the
would be
sedative.
good if you
Gotta
got
show what I
some
got, I'm competitive. You know I'm
movement
about to go
boots
off, I won't let 'em win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a
for
bag, I want
now.
a way, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts,
That's
I gotta
probably
taste in that. Got me
true for
obsessed with
most,
the rest, I got an itch
to
to
be
scratch.
honest. We haven't come across anything that we can use. But we should have it. Oh, that went further than I thought. And there we go.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person. I deserve this. I just wanna
Yeah,
break
after the
these
first
chains.
boss.
Obsessing for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen no many ones that are so they
I
get famous.
still
When I
like
say
the build.
truth, most really can't take it.
As you
Spite
can
of
see,
everything
we're
I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but I'm a
Murdel's
downfall. It's
lair.
toxic. Day one, starting the
Now,
outlaws for profit. All I do is
we
write
do
verses, no
have
talking. All I
Withering
do is put the
Step.
work in,
We
no
still
option.
have
This was
Cobra
everything I
Lash,
ever wanted. Created a
Cross
legacy off of me just being
and
honest. And the
Flame
fake ones
Dash.
hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but
This
you
is
know I
what
never
we're
fail.
running. We are level 14. So I think fairly common sort of thing if you're just playing. I haven't been trying to sprint through it, I haven't been trying to farm anything. Oh, cranky. Come on. Thank you, lady. The greater damage you do, the less mana drain it ends up being. Because you're not having to hit the person so many times. Obviously in a boss fight. Whoa. You're obviously not gonna one-shot the boss. And this isn't even the second phase, so we are a little damage deficient.
I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Oh, tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect
Okay.
my payments. No negotiations. It's my way. I was born impatient. And like a damn
That's better.
Freemason, I'll run this nation.
That's Act 1 done. Bandit number 1.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
Bandit fight number 2.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit.
Bandit fight round 2.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch. Always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks.
Bandit fight, round 3.
We out here making posters and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh. Fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up. Play the game, bruh. Never stop. I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise.
Wow. I only need 3. So what we got? 140 and to the about 300 mana reserves. Then that's 3, and now with poisonous concoction.
Possibilities, negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't ever say never, and turn your mind into the truest of go-getters. Never stop, get it if I want it.
Much different. Okay, as you just saw, we beat all 3 bandits. Now, the setup we're running is the poisonous concoction linked with volley support and faster attack support. We have, well, don't need that anymore because we can't use it. We have withering step for a bit of defense and flame dash. Now we can't level that up anymore until we get some stats, but that's okay. Now, this setup is meant to run us until level 55, adding a couple other things as we go. If we have a look at this, and we go skills, well, I'll show you what we're meant to have. So we need Blood Rage, got that. Herald of Agony and Skitterbox. That's what we're missing. As you can see, we just add a little bit extra. Add Despair, Plague Bearer, and then a little bit more. And Shield Charge by the end of it. And then we swap to Systemic Trap. And that's early map, let's say. So pretty much end the campaign. We switch over to Systemic Trap and get as much of this stuff with the gear. And if you look at the tree, Systemic swap at level 55. We're all the way up here. We're all the way down here. And yeah, we've traveled all over the place. I'll probably play this build more. This is meant to take us in the campaign and then early maps. We swap over. So this will be the exact same stuff and we'll fight bosses, all that. I will add at the end running maps if I get that far with this character without it capping out somewhere. Or if we don't have a end bit, you'll know I didn't reach the early maps with this character because he capped out somewhere. And not that the character can't make it if I don't do it. I'm not going to grind through to get there in a build review. If I have to grind, then that's the end of it. If we have to get to a certain point and our power goes up and all like that, then fair enough. But yeah, I'm not going to grind out the content. Not with a review. So hopefully you're about to see some map content, and I'll catch you next time. Unfortunately, once we turned to the seismic traps, it fell on its face, and we couldn't go any further. We got to the Brine King.